Easy day at Research Stadium, late night at Autzen. Did you hear that? Oregon State just scored again. How about that? College game night once again here on KEZI 9. Thanks for joining us. The coach Kenny Koberstein, Cameron Derby with you as always. This is a very different football team, this Oregon State football team when they're at home.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they look like a potential playoff team when they play at home. I mean, it's a very stark contrast to, what they've been on the road.
Very good thing that they will play against Washington at home.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really going to be interested to see what the line is on that game. It's going to be fascinating.
You think that Oregon State may be favored?
I do. I don't see why they wouldn't be. Kind of continued runs of play and things like that, but those guys are very good at what they do in Vegas.
We just did what's called an umbrella lead. All of the things that we just talked about are things that we'll talk about throughout the entirety of the show, but we have a lot to get to, so let's get started quickly. 12th ranked Oregon State hosting Stanford at Research Stadium. One of the two games left in Corvallis this season. We start with 3rd and 7. First drive of the game. Ashton Daniels picked off by Andrew Chatfield Jr.
Yeah, I mean, he's really been showing out lately. Tons of pressures in that Colorado game, and here he gets a pick. Really versatile player on defense for the Beavs.
Moments later, Damian Martinez, get used to hearing his name today, make it 7-0 Oregon State.
Yeah, huge day for the running back, huge day for the offensive line. Oregon State bases out of the wide zone. We're going to see a lot of that today.
5:30 left in the first. In fact, Martinez, again, 59 yards. The Beavs go up 14-0 early. We're going to talk about this play a little bit later.
Yeah, I mean, just a really great execution all the way around from the Beavers today, especially up front on the offensive line. They made things very easy on the skill players today.
23 seconds left in the first now. Stanford has to respond right here or it'll start to get away from them. They get that response from Ashton Daniels.
Yeah, I really like Ashton Daniels quite a bit. Big frame on him. Him and Lamson are kind of the two playmakers alongside the big receiver that they have, but just not enough today against Oregon State.
Second quarter now, Martinez, the hat trick. Oregon State goes up 21-7. Martinez looks like he's just kind of relaxing as he goes into the end zone. 10:30 left in the half. DJU pulling his best Patrick Mahomes here. Kenny, did they draw it up this way?
No, absolutely not. This is one of those plays where you're like, no. Okay, fine, but please don't do that again. But it works out. Fun play there for DJ.
Jermaine Terry in the end zone. And it's getting out of control in Corvallis. And then we go to moments before the half. Damian Martinez, touchdown number 4 of the day. It ties the Oregon State record for rushing touchdowns in a game. It's 35-10 Beavers. Go to the second half, and the Beavs running away. Call up Aiden Childs. Kenny, do you want your quarterback to take this shot at the pylon?
No, absolutely. Maybe if it's for the national championship, but this very much was not that. Young player that needs to learn when it's okay to step out.
It's okay. They rule him just a little bit short because Fenwick just shoves him in on the next set. I guess you can't really call it a tush push there. It was more of like a middle back push.
Yeah.
Deshaun Fenwick, athletic play of the day, hurdling guys. Easy work on the Cardinal for Oregon State, 62-17 the final score. It sets up a huge game with Washington next week. We're going to talk about that in just a little bit. But first, looking at the stats for Oregon State defensively is incredible. Justin Lamson for Stanford carried the ball 16 times, 25 yards total. That's 1.6 yards per carry.
Tough day at the office.
Tough day at the office. DJU finished turnover free. Damian Martinez, the big story, 4 touchdowns, 146 yards. Jonathan Smith, post-game.
Pleased with the outcome, the performance, these guys flying around. The crowd was phenomenal again. So it's tough to win this league, and we came out from the start. I thought these guys were prepared, ready. I do echo the maturity of this team. Yeah, there's a lot in front of us. We got big games coming, and all of this, they locked in at the task at hand and come out humming from the first play, and so really appreciate that maturity.